welcome to another Ortask Progress Webcast. My name is Mario Gonzalez and I'm the founder and chief engineer of Ortask. I'm very excited to be showing you a demo of a feature called the test case scheduling engine that will be included with the Ortask client when it becomes available. So let's get started. Here we're looking at the Ortask client and it's showing us the test case hub. We have 10 test cases, and I just want to show for those that watched the previous webcast, I have here the telltale sign that I've enabled the test case inference engine for all my tests. To those of you who have not watched the webcast of the test case inference engine, I strongly encourage you to watch it. In my opinion, the inference engine is one of the coolest and most interesting features that will be available with the Ortask client. But I digress. Let me get back to today's demo, the scheduling engine. So, as a tester, what I used to do is to write my test cases or receive a set of test cases and execute them in chronological order. So I would execute first test case 1, then move to test case 2, then move to test case 3, and so on and so forth. The Ortask technology showed me that that is not the best way. What I mean by that is the following. We include here the plan tests link. So let me plan my tests. Let me click on that and it takes us directly to the plan hub in the Ortask client. And right off the bat, right there, I'm seeing total time saved, 5 hours, steps saved, 68 steps. What the Ortask client is showing me is the overall schedule with 3 plans. So let me explain each of these plans. The first plan says this one test case should be run separately. Test case 2. What this means is that I can run test case 2 either before or after I run any other plan of test cases, but I should run test case 2 separately. I should not mix it with the other plans, because that will decrease the time savings. So moving on to the next plan, this is showing a test plan of the next 7 test cases, and to receive a time savings of 4 hours, it's a good idea to run the test cases in the following order, and it shows you right there what the order is. So remember that I was saying before that the typical thing to do would have most likely been to execute my test cases in chronological order. The cool thing about the scheduling engine of Ortask is that it shows me that if I do that, I would start with test case 1, then move to test case 2, then move to test case 3, and that would have wasted 4 hours of my time. Whereas in this order, I start with test case 4, then move to test case 1, move to test case 3. It's unintuitive, seems out of order, but that's the best, most streamlined, fastest way to execute them. And I saved 4 hours. Same thing with the next plan. This is a plan with the remaining 2 test cases. And again, I could have, if I didn't know better, I could have executed my test cases, first test case 9 and then test case 10. But Ortask is able to analyze my test cases in such a way that it streamlines them so that I can execute them faster and smarter and save me 1 hour in this particular plan. And overall, I've saved 5 hours, which is more than half of a workday. And that's just only 10 test cases. Imagine if your test team with hundreds of test cases and you execute them the typical way, suboptimally, you're wasting a lot of time. Whereas with your Ortask client, it's going to be able to show you the best way, the most efficient way to save time and execute them the smartest way. So I hope you have enjoyed this Ortask Progress Webcast of the test case scheduling engine. And I hope that if you haven't seen the previous webcast of the test case inference engine, you take a look at that too. Thank you. See you next time.